Hello guys, welcome to Usena Solutions. So I know most of you guys know me doing poetry and poetry. So today I'm at my rural home. We're in Murewa. So all along I've been thinking, what else can I do besides chickens? So I thought of growing sweet potatoes, that is Mbambaira. And then I bought my vines. Unfortunately, I thought of doing a video later after I've just planted my sweet potatoes. But here's the thing. You can see that my ridges are a little bit small. They were done while I was not on the ground. But fortunately, yes, the guy will be coming again to remove this part, this part that I'm standing on, so that to re-ridge on the sides. So my land is 100 meters going this side, and this side is about 33 meters if I'm not mistaken. So my beds, they are 90 centimeters apart. Roughly, I'm just assuming, because that's normally the spacing that you get when you are using a cultivator like a gejo. You get this kind of spacings. So I bought two varieties, the orange one, which is the beauty guard, and the red one. I'm not sure, is it Chingova or German 2, but I'll recheck. And then if I have the German 2, that means I have to buy the Chingova one as well, because I need about three varieties: the red variety, the white variety, and then I also need the orange variety. So the red and the white one, the red and the orange I already have. Oh, you can see I'm just walking around, and some vines already, people have not planted the vines, so I'm just walking around to check again as well. So yes, so my land is about 1 acre. I calculated that was about 3,300 square meters. So it's almost a plus or minus an acre there. I'm not sure again on acres. I think a lot of young generation these days, we normally use hectares and square meters. Those are easier for us, but you can convert to acres to see how big is the land. And I've calculated we have about 40 beds that we are going to get on this land. So the first variety, which is the red one, I've planted 8 beds, which is almost 1/5 of the land. And then the orange variety, I've planted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Planted 6 beds. So on the 6.5, the other one it's a half bed, so that's 6.5. So on the this is where I planted my orange variety. And then I planted without fertilizer, because in terms of I had bought the fertilizer. I bought a compound C, and I'm targeting to use about 400 grams per hectare. Look at that dog, the next neighbor dog. So I'm planting about I'm targeting to say about 400 per hectare. That is on this land. I think I'll be using about two bags that I'll be using. So maybe about two bags. So I've bought the bags, I have the fertilizer, and then since I'm currently using half of the land, that means I'll have to use the first bag. And then when my sweet potato, like I think in a month time, like next week, I'm going to put fertilizer. I think I'll show you that part now when I'm using my fertilizer. I'm using that planter. If you check some of my videos, the planter that I've used to plant maize, that's the one. Because some people were saying you can put the fertilizer on top, but remember, D or basal fertilizers like compound D, compound S, compound L, compound C, those are basal fertilizers, and they are immobile. We call them immobile fertilizers. That means they don't they don't move like what we do with ammonium nitrate. So therefore you have a challenge that your roots now, they start to move towards the fertilizer, whereby they'll be going up, while we need the roots to go down, which is a challenge as well. So that's one of the things that we also need to look into. So after I plant, now I'm going to put my fertilizer. I'll show you the video, and then in about 3 weeks time, and let's say 3 weeks to a month, not 3 weeks to a month, then I'll cut some of the bigger vines, and then I'll fill up the gaps. The vines were a little bit on a higher side, so I had to buy some. Then when they multiply, then I will have to replant the other side of the land. So that means my land will be divided into 3 sections with three varieties. So that means each variety will have about 1/10 of a hectare, which it will cover. So I think I have quite a big space in terms of land at my rural home. I've shown you this part, the part that I've grown my sweet potatoes, and the land is just separated by the road, and then we have 2 lands, the other land and the other land. So this side is where we have our homestead, and I have my fowl run. I'll show you maybe later on my fowl run that I built some time back. And then so this is the road that comes from this side. That's where our shops are. So it goes over there. They call it Munamba. Yeah, it's called Munamba. And then that it goes to cross to Casino. Sorry, to Casino. That's where our shops are. So this, let me show you the half part of our land. So we call them a Gandiwa. So this is the first Gandiwa, which I'll be growing my sweet potatoes. So it's 100 meters down there where there are trees, and we have about, beyond the trees, we have about another 50 meters of some bush, which I might consider expanding, going that way as well. So we also have this space. Nothing is grown here. I think it's been some time where nothing has been grown on this land. You can see some bushes are already growing, and over here it's also again another acre. So I think almost an acre. I think these 2 parts, they can conclude to 1 hectare. When we go over there where there are bigger trees, and then so that's 1 hectare. And then so most of my area, they've been quite some time without growing, without any tree, without anything that has been grown. We have left the land a little bit more idle. Our soils are a little bit more sandy as well. Some people grow tobacco, but yeah, tobacco on a small scale, I wouldn't want to. I think if it was, I think around 10 hectares or so, I would probably think of doing tobacco. So this is the bush. So I think sometime I'll walk around with you in that bush, so that maybe we can look around with some trees. Then I'll be telling you these kind of trees, what do they do, how do they tell you in terms of your soils. Like if you see this kind of tree, do I have a bigger one close by? I think this one is called muhacha. So these trees, normally the muhacha trees, normally they do where the water tables are a little bit closer. So that's one of the things that you can see when you are seeing some vegetable. When you are looking for land as well, you can check the trees that are there, the grass that are there, the soils. They can also tell you like this type of soil, like more sandy soil. It can tell you that we have more on the granite rock as well on this side. So yeah, this is where our stand will be ending, and also we take this side as well. So this side, it starts on this tree that I was showing you around, and then we get also deep down that side. So in total we have about 4 hectares of land, which is I have my neighbor who has drilled a borehole, I think about 90 meters, and unfortunately they didn't get enough water for farming. So yeah, I'm a little bit skeptical to to drill a bore as well on my side, but maybe I'll just give it a try and see if I'm going to make it, if I'm going to be able to get water. I don't know, so I'll just try. So there are all trees also over this side. We've not been using the land for quite some time. This part that is a little bit cleared, last year when I came, I think my grandmother rented this part of the land to someone. They I think someone grew some legumes over this side, and yeah, so from now on we said no, we want to use the area. So this year nothing has been grown here. Now we want to let it idle, then we want to retain some, we want to do some of the land to keep it more organic, like to retain some of the vegetation as well. So we'll be doing some vermicomposting sometime. We'll go with you. So yeah, it's just a 4 hectare land. I think 4 hectares, if we convert it to acres, that's about we can say around 10 acres. I'm not sure, you can maybe just calculate, but I think that's around 10 acres if I'm not mistaken. And from this corner up to where I started, you can see there's some fencing over this side, and my grandma, as you can see, some of the land over there has been, I think there are some holes over that side. There's some holes for maize. So this area where it is fenced, they've been utilizing it for quite some time now, and yeah, so they've grown maize, and it goes up to 100 meters also to that bigger tree which is there, that bigger one. And so yeah, so I'll let you know when I'm planting my other part, how we are doing it, the spacings that we are using. So normally where the other seed ends, we put the other plant. I'll actually show you on when we are doing our next planting section, either when I get that red variety, the early maturity one, so that it matures a little bit faster. And then this part, like I said, we call it the mabanga. So the person will come again and do the re-ridging very well. And then this part of the section, we're going to put maize where it is fenced, and part of the forerun. Yes, so this section and the other part behind it stretches up to behind that house as well. So we also have some very big mangoes over there, and the kitchen is behind those mangoes as well, where you can see some structures. And then this area we're going to plant some maize as well. So Yeah, this is other part of the land that we have, and we hope we are going to utilize for this year. We are going to utilize this section, um, and the backyard section of our homestead. That's what we're going to use, and then when we manage to drill boreholes, then we are going to fence again this area. Like we are not allowed, like, with this road. It's like they say it's on the map, but maybe we might be able to change the road, maybe not sure. But for now we're going to fence this front side, because our next door neighbor has a fence, although it's not that good, but well, we don't have to worry about this side. And on the other side as well, this side, our next door neighbor, there's a fence, but well, it's not also that good. But however, I think for us, we'll manage, because maybe our funds will not allow us to fence like right around. So fence the back part of that side, the back of our farm, and then we fence the front side, so that maybe with time, after maybe some sales or savings, maybe from the chickens, and then we will be able to fence the other sides of the farm. So yes, that is what we're here for today to Sena Solutions. Hope to see you next time, and then we will have more on our land. So if you have maybe any plans of, say, maybe we can do this on our land, if you have something that you can suggest that we can do on our land, please feel free to leave a comment on the comment section, and then pass. Yes, that would be good for us. Bye bye guys, until next time. Yeah, join us here to Sena Solutions. Bye bye.